I wake up in a cold sweat. Was that real? No, of course not. I think I'm really starting to miss Monica. Ew. Sayori is great at making the club fun and all, but Monica really knew how to help us connect with each other, whether we liked it or not. I decided to plan a surprise visit for her at the hospital. I'll discuss it with Sayori later. I perform my usual morning routine and head out to meet Sayori. I don't want to visit Monica. She's a bitch. Continuing to be psychotic. As usual, Sayori runs up to me and gives me a warm hug. I'll never get tired of these. Good morning! Hey Sayori, glad to see you're doing well this morning. The sun is shining super bright today. Indeed it is. It's actually pretty hot now that you mention it. Jeez. I already feel myself working up a sweat. Oh, Mikey, I forgot to tell you. What is it? I have my counseling appointment this afternoon. I won't be able to make it to the club today. So I'll leave you in charge, okay? Oh, well, okay, I guess I can handle the club. It's just Yuri and Natsuki, right? Well, what could possibly go wrong? I don't know anything about leadership. I'm sure you can make them both happy. Come on, we don't want to be late. Sarah grabs my hand and we rush off to school. I guess the plan to discuss the surprise visit from Monica will have to wait for now. Pretty much not going to be able to. I mean, maybe after the club. Walking into the club room only to find Natsuki and Yuri was a little strange. Almost kind of boring. Basically just saying that they're both boring. Natsuki and Yuri seem to be having a nice conversation, so I decided not to bother them for now. I set my things on a nearby desk and take out my phone. I see a text message from Sayori. Remember to spend time with the other girls too, okay? Heart. Jeez, easier said than done. I care about Natsuki and Yuri, but it's a little hard for me to talk with them sometimes. I don't want to leave one behind by focusing my attention on one of them. But how is one guy like me supposed to keep two girls happy? I sigh out loud, and the two girls both notice. Oh. Okay, well. Ah, does the little lover boy miss his girlfriend? Yes! Oh, quit harassing him, Natsuki. Let him miss his girlfriend in peace. I mean... Nice one, Yuri. Alright, I get it. I'm just upset because I had to babysit you both today. Whatever. The girls look at me as if they're waiting for me to give them something to do. I don't know. So now what? You mean you don't know? You're just as bad as Sayori. What do you mean she's bad? My bad. Well, it's whatever. I'm going to go read over there. Call me if you need me. Natsuki walks off to her usual reading spot, leaving me with Yuri looking as timid as ever. Can I show you something? That depends. Oh, sure, Yuri, what is it? Yuri walks over to her bag and pulls out a thick-looking book. Okay, it's a book. Fine. She notices my expression and giggles. I wanted to talk about this book I've been reading recently. It's a little different from what I usually read. Well, that's cool. I honestly thought you were all about horror and nothing else. Yuri looks slightly offended. I read other genres too. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to get you upset. That's okay. I really know how to make these interactions awkward, don't I? Anyway, what's this book about? To my relief, Yuri's composure changes. She holds the book close to her chest. It's obvious she really finds comfort in her novels. No kidding. Well, it's technically a horror story, but it's non-fiction. It's about this German soldier during the Second World War. Why couldn't you just say World War II instead of being like, the Second World War? Say World War II, come on. He's constantly faced with extremely difficult decisions and situations. As a result, he starts to break down mentally and loses sight of who he really is. He's always in a constant state of doubt and comes close to suicide on multiple occasions. He even forces this one family to... Oh, well, that would be a spoiler. Anyway, I enjoyed this quite a bit. It puts on display on humans' psyche, I guess, and how easily it can be broken by external stimuli? I never heard of that before. Freaking Yuri with her different words that I've never heard of. Imagine being placed in situations where you must choose between who lives and who dies. I can't even begin to fathom how much stress this man must have went through. The writing is so descriptive. It's on par with even the most detailed fictional stories I've ever read. Or I've read. It chills me to the bone. That's why I love it. Coupled with the fact that this is all true, it's absolutely exhilarating. What do you think, Mikey? I'm stunned. Yuri seems to speak almost a mile a minute whenever she talks about literature. It never fails to amaze me. That actually sounds pretty amazing, Yuri. I gotta admit, I definitely am interested. You are? Shocking. Yeah, I might ask Sayori if she's up to go to the bookstore. I would love to get a copy of my own. That would be great. We should share our thoughts together. Yuri starts to fidget a little. I went on one of my rants again, didn't I? That wasn't a rant, Yuri. I enjoyed listening to you talk about this sort of stuff. Seriously, it's like you're the most intelligent one here. You put the literature in literature club. That's kind of true. Really? She keeps shaking. She's nervous. I'm sorry. Will you excuse me for a moment? What? What's wrong? Oh. Okay, bye. Yuri runs out of the room pretty hastily. Hey, what'd you say to her? What? Nothing. Natsuki storms up to me and stands on her tiptoes, getting close to my face. What'd you do, dummy? Nothing. She just ran out. Ugh. Yuri always does that. She does? Oh, well. Not that I'm worried or anything. She just outright leaves for like 20 minutes and comes back acting as if it's nothing. Cuttings, probably. Well, Natsuki, maybe she's just needed to use the bathroom or something. No, you big dummy. You don't think I would have figured that out by now? I don't know. Honestly, I think she gets bored with the club. Even when Monica was here, she would leave like this. Well, have you gone to go look for her? Maybe check where she runs off to? Well, no. Of course not. I don't want to seem like a creep. Besides, in the end, it's Yuri's personal business anyway. I just wish she'd explain herself before she leaves like that. I take a moment to gather my thoughts. Well, would it make you feel any better if I went to go look for her? Natsuki looks at me with a slight look of disapproval before smiling at me. You've always been a creep, Mikey. Jeez. Who's to say she went to go use the bathroom? Natsuki gives me a small shove. Now go hurry up and find her already. I walk out into the hallway trying to think of where Yuri could have gone. I can't imagine her going too far. So most likely not at the library. I walk a little further down the hall to find the door slightly opened. It leads into one of the empty classrooms. Oh god. I open the door gently. Oh no. Those are bad. Like gently open the door? That's bad. Yuri? God damn it! basically called it. I mean, it's obvious, usually. Yeah. Mikey, no. Yuri scrambles to hide the knife in her blazer. A look of absolute fear is etched in her face. Before I have a chance to react to the scene in front of me, Yuri runs out of the room and heads to the girls' restroom. Damn, Yuri, I had no idea. My heart is pounding at the realization that one of my closest friends has been doing this stuff this whole time. And not a single one of us knew about that. What do I do? What am I even supposed to think in a situation like this? Before overthinking it anymore, I rush over to the girls' restroom and press my ear against the door. I got invited to an Xbox party. I hear soft sobs. It's definitely Yuri. Ah, jeez. I should get Natsuki to come check on her. But what if Yuri doesn't want to be seen by her? Oh, to hell with it. She's my friend after all. I nervously opened the restroom door. Luckily, only one stall was taken. Eey. Go into a girl's restroom when you're a guy. For fuck's sake. I hope I don't get caught in here. Oh, God. I walk over to Yuri's stall and knock on the door. Yuri, it's me. Sorry if I seem like a total creep right now. I'm just worried about you. Yuri starts crying a little harder. I wince at the realization that I probably made her feel worse. After a few minutes of hearing nothing but Yuri's soft cries, she starts to speak. Why'd you come looking for me? You weren't supposed to see me like this. Yuri's choked up words pain me to my core. I feel tears rush to my eyes, but I stop myself from breaking down and think about my words carefully. Yuri? Yuri continues to sob. You think I'm a freak now, don't you? I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I can't help it. It's the only way I know how to feel better. That wasn't something I expected to hear from someone like Yuri, but now I know more about why she does it. I would never judge you, Yuri. Don't forget that. You're right, it's not your fault, and it never will be. But you have to talk to someone about it, please. I hear Yuri take a deep breath, sounding like she's having an internal battle with herself. The poor girl must be feeling so many emotions right now. I hear the door to the stall unlock. Yuri steps out, her sleeve rolled down so I can't see the cuts. Oh, she's crying, god damn it. Well, for you, Mikey, I could try. I guess that's a start, but she needs real help. I don't know how to help her properly. I'm no therapist or anything, but the least I could do is... Yuri pulls me in for a hug, something I wasn't really expecting. I awkwardly hug her back. Hey, I'm just glad to know you're willing to talk to me. So, can we go somewhere else? I feel kind of creepy standing in the girl's bathroom like this. Yuri quickly lets go of me and realizes the situation we're in. Ah, yes, you're right. Let's go. I open the door and peek outside just to make sure nobody is around to see us walk out together. That would give people the wrong idea. I walk out and stand against the wall. Yuri follows, still looking really upset. You know, we don't have to return to the club yet if you don't feel like it. Well, I wouldn't want to keep Natsuki waiting all alone. Oh, speaking of Natsuki, does she know anything about this? No! Yuri suddenly raises her voice, making me jump. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't want Natsuki to find out the person I really am. She'll think I'm a freak. She won't want to talk to me anymore. Yuri starts to cry again. You, Sayori, Monica, Natsuki, you're all the closest friends I've ever had. I don't want to lose any of you. Aww. Hey Yuri, it's going to be okay. You know I like you for who you are. You don't have to be perfect to be my friend. I'm sure Natsuki understands as well. Yuri stops crying and looks at me, her eyes shining with tears. But I need help. I don't think I can stop on my own. I am afraid of myself. I'm afraid of the things I do to myself. But I can't help it. Jeez. Ever since I was a little girl, I would be punished a lot for doing the things I loved. In my parents' eyes, I wasn't the perfect girl they wanted me to be. And now, I push people away. I don't want people to know who I really am. It's why I ran away from you. I'm afraid that if I reveal my true self to others, they'll just leave me. So, when I cut myself, I feel a release of all the tension built up inside. It's exhilarating. Whenever I feel intense emotions, I just need to cut. Ew. Whether I'm happy or sad, envious or scared, I just want to tear my arm apart. Oh, God, that's dark. Yuri starts shaking. It's clear she's never opened up to anybody like this before. This doesn't feel right. Yuri clenches her wounded arm. I've involuntarily let out a gasp. Is she... No. I shouldn't be telling you this. I messed up, like I always do. I don't need your help. You can't help me, no matter what you do or what you say. I'm too far gone, and I messed up by telling you. I know you hate me now, and I know the other girls will hate me too. People will say I'm nothing but a freak. Nothing but a girl just seeking attention. But there's one thing those people get wrong. I don't want attention. I just want everyone to leave me alone. You should go back to the club with Natsuki, Mikey. Tell her I'm quitting the literature club. What? Yuri starts clenching her arm harder as she's hurting herself. Just leave me alone. Yuri closes her eyes and starts crying softly. What do? I'm obviously not leaving her here by herself. I think back to that day 2 months ago. Sayori, how would you handle a situation like this? I slowly walk over to her, but to my surprise, she starts walking backwards. Stay away from me. Yuri starts scratching at her sleeve, winching in pain. I feel absolutely hopeless. I get an overwhelming feeling of urgency, similar to how I felt when I walked in on Sayori that night. I don't dare to move a muscle in attempts to stop her from inching further away from me. But she keeps on walking backwards. Just talk! Oh, God. She positions herself against the wall and let her tears fall down her face. A small drop of blood leaks out through her sleeve. She's opening up her wounds right in front of me. Yuri. Yuri opens her eyes slowly. I couldn't stop myself from yelling. All just an act of desperation. Please, don't walk away from this. I don't know how to help you, I really don't. But walking away from this isn't going to make things better. You don't understand, Mikey. I can't be helped. Yes, you can. I know you can. I stopped myself at the thought of Sayori's counseling. Yeah, none of them know, right? Jeez. The drop of blood falls off of Yuri's hand and lands on the floor. My own tears follow. My vision gets blurry and I feel my chest get heavy. Mikey, don't cry. I wipe the tears from my eyes. Yuri, I don't know how to help you, but I can't bear to see you like this. If this doesn't prove that I don't care about you, I don't know what else it'll take. I once told a special someone that I'd always be there for them. That I'd never let them go, and I would always be by their side. Can't you see that I feel the same way? You're my friend, Yuri, and I know it'll take a lot of time and effort. But I know you can get better again. Yuri stays quiet and lets her tears fall to the ground. Damn it, how am I supposed to get through to you? Without thinking, I walk over to Yuri and wrap my arms around her. Yuri doesn't react. Yuri, these feelings, I know how intense they are for you. I know you've been so stressed to the point where this feels like the only solution for you. But I want to help you find a healthier way to deal with it. I don't want you to hurt yourself anymore. I don't think you're a freak. And I don't hate you. And I can assure you with 100% confidence that the club really cares about you. Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki, I'm sure they want nothing more than for you to be okay. Because we're your friends. And we care about you more than you could ever imagine. I feel Yuri's arms raise and wrap around me. She's finally hugging back. Yuri's body shakes gently. She lets out a louder cry and bruises, what the fuck, and buries her face into my blazer, her warm tears soaking it up. Her cries are loud. It's like every emotion she's ever suppressed is coming out all at once. Yuri really needed this. A few minutes pass before Yuri starts to speak again. Do you really care about me that much? Do you? Yuri chokes up on her words. Do you really want me to get better? Of course I do, Yuri. I want to see you get better. I wouldn't be here with you if I didn't care. Got that right. Yuri starts calming down. Her breathing has slowed to a gentle rhythm with an occasional twitch. I gently rub her back to comfort her. Her eyes back, what the fuck? I wonder, when was the last time anybody has shown how much they care about her? How many people has she pushed away throughout her life? Yuri. I promise I won't tell Natsuki or anybody. And I promise, I'll do everything in my power to help you get through this. We'll pull through, together. Yuri clutches my back. I feel another tear land in my uniform. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you so much. Man. Yuri clears her throat and motions for me to follow her to the empty classroom I found her in. As I follow her into the classroom, she stops in front of a desk. The book she was telling me about lay there on top. Her back is facing towards me. Yuri? I start to reach out to her until she turns around slowly, holding her book close to her chest. What? She chokes up on her words. Do you want to read together? My eyes widen in surprise, but I decide not to question any further. Sure, Yuri. Yuri and I sit ourselves down on the floor. She hands the book over to me sheepishly. I think. You can read at your own pace if you'd like. I don't mind waiting for you to finish. Alright, Yuri. You sure you're okay? Yuri slowly nods. I give her a reassuring smile, but she avoids making eye contact with me. Back to this, CG. As I make my way through the pages, I hear Yuri's breathing, slow and constant. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her fixed on the words, jotting back and forth almost like a typewriter. I never would have guessed a girl like her would cut herself. And that's a guy like me supposed... Oh, and what's a guy like me supposed to do for her? I only helped her because she's my friend, but I have no experience in these sorts of things. Hell, all I do is sit around, read manga, and play video games in my free time. A nerd like me shouldn't be handling situations like these, but I'm almost glad I caught her in the act. I feel like she just needs someone to talk to. She needs to be made aware that we do care about her. Mikey, you ready to turn the page? Oh, sorry. That's quite alright. We continue reading up to the 3rd chapter until we hear a little voice we both know all too well. Natsuki. Yep. Yuri? Mikey? Where are you guys? Natsuki opens up the classroom door to see us on the floor reading together. Oh, hi. How you doing? Hey! What are you two doing? Natsuki, it's not what it looks like. Don't play dumb. You guys wanted to read without me, didn't you? Yuri sighs after realizing Natsuki didn't suspect the worst. I'm pretty glad, too. I'm sure Natsuki wouldn't let me hear the end of it if she thought I was cheating on Sayori. It's not that, Natsuki. It's, Yuri likes to read this book in private because it, Oh, I get it. It's a pretty steamy read, isn't it? Don't worry, Yuri. I won't tell Sayori. Anyway, do you guys want to come back to the club room? I have a little surprise for you both. Cupcakes? Yuri and I exchange looks before nodding. I hand the book back to Yuri and make my way towards the club room. We walk in the club room together. We watch Natsuki walk over to the back of the room and pull out a tray seemingly out of nowhere. She lifts the foil, revealing her famous white frosted kitty cupcakes lined up perfectly along the tray, each one begging to be eaten. Yep, knew it was cupcakes. Ta-da! Now this is what I love about the literature club. I take a huge bite out of the cupcake, filling my mouth with so much flavor, I start to moan a bit. Natsuki and Yuri laugh at my reaction and join in with me. These cupcakes really are the best, Natsuki. I've never had anything like them. Psh, I mean, it's not like I made them for you guys or anything. Ha! Who am I kidding? I totally did. Guess Sayori's going to miss out on these, huh? Yeah, I'll take her one, though. I'm sure she'll love to have a cupcake at the end of the day. Well, that's nice of you, Mikey. Oh, can I tell you guys about this manga I was reading? I think it's only fair since you guys read without me. What'd you have in mind? Natsuki walks in front of us and begins explaining. Okay, so it all starts with these Dragon Balls. Don't tell me she read a Dragon Ball book. Kakarot? After listening to Natsuki go on about her manga, it was time to go home. I grab a cupcake for Sayori and leave the rest for Natsuki. Well, today was a success. Sorry for being a terrible club president, though. You did well, Mikey. I thought today was a success, too. I was going to say succeed. Today was a succeed. Doesn't make sense. I give Yuri a smile. Yeah, you suck at being president. But that just makes it all the more fun. Wow, that's a good way of putting it. Well, I'll be heading home now. Natsuki, would you like to walk home with me today? Oh, well, sure, Yuri. But this isn't going to be an everyday thing, alright? I know. I just could use a little bit of company today. Is she gonna tell her about the cutting? I doubt it. I actually doubt it. Natsuki smiles and walks out of the club room. Well, come on, Yuri. Don't keep me waiting, slowpoke. Yuri smiles and turns to me. Thanks again for checking up on me, Mikey. Of course, Yuri. If you ever need someone to talk to, you know where to find me. I watch Yuri walk out of the club gracefully as ever. Home sweet home. I shoot Sayori a text message to come over whenever she can to pick up her cupcake. I throw myself on the couch and let out a long sigh. On the couch, what a day! Oh, I could just pass out on this couch. I think about walking in on Yuri cutting herself. What if I didn't choose to look for her? What if she accidentally cut too deep and bled out? None of us would have been there to save her. I turn over on my backside. My friends, Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori, they all need serious help. I guess I'll have to stay strong for them. This is what Monaco would have won, right? Nope. You're all wrong. Monica doesn't care about them. Man, if she were here, she'd be able to help me with all this. I close my eyes and drift off to sleep. I hope Yuri will get the help she needs. What? No! It's the devil! No, stop that smile! Oh, what? Oh, okay. I wake up gasping for air. Geez, hell of a dream. Maybe Yuri's story really got to me. I think back to walking in on her, the blood gushing out of her arm as she looked at me, her face full of terror. In that dream, why was Monica in there? I decide to call up Sayori. I feel kind of bad for waking her up at this time, but surely she won't mind. At least I sure hope not. A sleepy Sayori answers the phone. Hello? Mikey? Why'd you wake me up so late? Like sleeping. I'm sorry, Bun. Aha! Cinnamon Bun! Nice! I had another weird nightmare, and hearing your voice helps me calm down. You've been having lots of scary dreams, haven't you? I want to go back to sleep. You want me to go over? Whoa, what? My heart skips a beat. Sayori hasn't slept over at my house in years. I mean, it shouldn't be so different from staying at her house. I guess it's more the idea that a girl just asked me if she could come over. She's your childhood friend as well. Well, technically she's your girlfriend now, but she was your childhood friend. The guys always joke about this sort of thing, but now it's actually happening. Jeez, I mean, it's kind of late. Won't your parents mind? No, they like you, Mikey. But I'll be very sneaky. Well, guess I'll see you in a bit then. The hell? Before I hang up, I hear a loud crash come from my phone speakers. God damn it, Sayori! Ow, I tripped! I'm kind of half asleep. I guess I shouldn't expect Sayori to be the best at sneaking out of her house. I hang up my phone and sit up from my couch. I wonder why now, out of all times, did Sayori ask to come over. Not that I'm complaining, I'm still shaken up over the dream I had, so I could use the company. A few minutes go by and I hear a soft knock on my door. I get up from the couch and open the door for Sayori, who looks happy to see me as always, even in the dead night. I switch on the lights so we can see each other a bit better. Hooray! It's sleepover time! Just like old times, huh? It's really late, though. You sure this was a good idea? Well, you said you were scared. I want to come over and scare the demons away. With hugs! God, I love Sayori's character. Sayori puts her arms around me and hugs me tightly. Man, you're the best, Sayori. She was right. All my problems seem to slip away. Well, I don't think I can sleep. We can watch some TV for a bit if you like. Yes, we should watch a funny movie. We should watch That's My Boy. Alright, good idea. Oh, look at that. I set up the TV and cuddle up next to Sayori. You don't look like you're coloring her at all. Looks like she's just sitting up right next to you. It's really nice having you over like this, Sayori. Sayori puts her arm around me and rests her head on my shoulder. Yeah, it is. Hey, Mikey? Yeah? I never got to thank you for helping me. I thought you did. What do you mean? I know it was you who told the doctors about my depression. My heart skips a beat when she says that. Oh, how did they know? Or how'd you know? Ah! You're the only person I've ever told about my depression, silly. Well then, alright. But I'm glad you did. I felt more happy in these past few days than I had my whole life. And I have and I have you to thank for that. I'd do anything for you, Sayori. I need to make up for all the years that we lost. Oops. You care about me so much, Mikey. Sayori puts her arm around my body and rests her head on my chest. I'm happy. Aww. I smile and gently brush Sayori's hair. Good, I'm happy that you're happy. I give Sayori a small kiss on her head, making her giggle. And she's asleep. We watched TV for about 30 minutes before I started hearing soft snoring. I looked down to find Sayori fast asleep on my chest. Oh, Sayori, I'm so glad you're in my life. I gently brushed my hand through her soft pink hair. Eventually, Sayori's gentle breathing starts to lull me to sleep. I grab her hand and close my eyes. I've completely forgotten about the nightmare. Clearly you did, because you just brought it up in your mind. All my worries slip away when I hold you in my arms. Whew! Alright, well I think that's going to be it for this recording session. Boy, I was recording this for quite a bit. But till next time, we'll find out what happens next. Who knows how Monika's gonna pop up nowadays? Who knows? She is a complete psychopath. Well, anyway, that'll be it. I will see you guys in the next video.